How we doing? Let me get this shared over here. We are, we haven't been doing every day recently. Yesterday I didn't do it because it was late when I got home and I didn't really have that much to talk about. We're going to combine both of them today and hopefully we can get some good stuff. I have some interesting things to talk about. Excited. Let's dive right into it. All right, so yesterday published and promoted AM and the PM 27, so we should go there. Here is the old website. Go check that out. And I'm going to put a link to the video here. It's Who is the Pickier Eater? So that is always a fun discussion. Gets quite heated. Kind of funny. So go take a look at that. I did this this Throwback Thursday post. I wanna do more on Instagram, and actually I'm gonna combine both these. So skip that for a second. So I played some hockey yesterday. Good game. Had a hat trick. Nice. And then I wanted to talk about this at some point. So I'll talk about this and this throwback thing all at the same time because it's the same shit. So Instagram. We'll go over to my personal Instagram here, and I've been doing like a lot of trying to grow this recently. So the first thing was like I've been like trying to post more, but haven't really been posting like actual posts. I post a lot on my story, so you should absolutely go follow me on Instagram. Right there. I've been posting a lot on the story. I posted this picture yesterday. It was kind of funny. It just came to my mind. I was looking through my pictures, like a throwback Thursday type thing for something like that. I post a lot about food. I like food and I eat a lot of it. So most of that's in the story, but that's kind of funny there. So I had that idea and did that. I think that that's important to just do the shit that you want to do when you want to do it. Something as simple as that, just fucking do it because I just think that's important. But I've been trying to grow this, and that's one of the topics that I wanted to talk about. So I'm up to 478 followers. That's nothing huge by any means. But I think I'm now over the amount of followers that I had on the other account that I had before I started to before I made this decision that I was going to have a personal Instagram and a professional Instagram, and then that was just a stupid fucking idea because it's not maintainable and it's just dumb. So I just went all in on this one, and it's been actually really great, and I'm happy about it. But I did sacrifice a lot of the following that I had over there, and there was only there's 400 or whatever. So I had to redo this one. So basically, I'm happy that I've gotten to this point. I've probably gotten I don't know, probably over. I know it was just recently 250, so probably 200 in the last week or two. And it's really just been me following people that I know and stuff like that, and then follow backs and stuff. So it's not anything groundbreaking, but it's way better than paying for followers. Don't fucking do that. And that's not something that I want to do. So trying to do it organically at first, and then hopefully get more engagement and stuff like that. And just put good content out there. I'm trying to get the audience so then I can, kind of market things to them or just explain things that I know, share information. And I know it's the right way to do it. It just takes fucking time. So yeah. So I did that though. Happy with the growth so far. I need to do my best to not give a fuck about this number right here because it doesn't mean anything. People follow me and not anything else. I don't really think that that's important. So just kind of getting in the weeds on that, but I'm excited. I'm happy with how we're growing here. I'm happy with how we're growing over on YouTube even a little bit. We need to post more YouTube videos about the stuff that we're doing. Had that on the list for a long time, but there's a lot of stuff on the list. So yeah, but that is kind of the update here. Also today, I started editing FPP 59 for next week, so that's kind of ahead of schedule. I have a huge weekend this week of podcasts. Got an AM and the PM tomorrow, and then FPP on Sunday. So excited for both of those, and it's going to be a long weekend. Today, I worked all day on a client site, and, it was actually a good day. I did a lot of work. Basically took the site from just nothing, just bare bones to, there's probably about 7 or 8 like pages and a like blog and stuff like that, and I kind of put a lot of that together. Not a whole lot of input, so there's a lot of design work, and it was good. I made a lot of progress there. I was happy about that. I don't know how to put this. I don't want to. I'm trying to teach a lesson here, and I don't want to use like any names or anything like that. So I'm just gonna like kind of freeball it. Like, fuck professionalism in the traditional sense of the word. It's stupid as fuck. Like, there's not some sort of like unwritten fucking protocol on how you should treat people or what you should do, like things that you should follow, rules that you should follow. And when you try to like micromanage that sort of shit and like think and do things that when you're dealing with a client, like, you don't know what they think. Like you can't even begin to like assume that you know what's going on in their head or how they'll react to a certain situation. You just have to do what you think is right and go about the process. So I kind of like made an error, and I showed the site before we're supposed to, and my colleague did not like that. So I mean, that's just, it didn't matter. Like, it really just didn't matter. The lesson that I want to teach and the my perspective on it, which I think is a good one, is that like if you're gonna work with somebody like that, or if you're gonna work for somebody, like, understand your role and like clearly define that. If there's, you know, if you're ever gonna get upset about certain things, because there's so much that goes on. Like, people overreact to situations when they could have avoided them in the beginning, and they could have, you know, changed the course of things. And I mean, there's just so much. And like I said, I don't really want to get into it, but I think, to try to simplify it to its core, I am hugely authentic and genuine. Like, I love these things. Just like, you know, nobody really watches these things, but one day, hopefully, they're going to serve a very good purpose, and it's going to be like a documentation of how I've grown and what I've become. And I don't want to change that thing about my life. Like, I want to make sure that I am always authentic, and I'm always doing what I think is right and what I think is best in the situation. And I never try to do anything different than that. And when I do those things, and then somebody has a different perspective or a different idea of how I should have done something, like, most of the time, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me, because there's, especially in this case, like dealing with clients and stuff like that, there's definitely professionalism. Like, you should be a professional, but you don't need to be like so calculated to the point where it is detrimental to the progress of what you're trying to get done. You know, stop worrying about what people give a fuck about you, like how people care about you. It's all about like what you're accomplishing and how you ultimately what you think about yourself. Like, I mean, that's pretty much what I've gotten to. I need to continue to do a good job at that. There's certain aspects and topics and stuff like that that I'm not as comfortable with. You know, mainly like political and things like that. Like, it's a fucking minefield, but overall, like, you just got to be your fucking self, and you cannot give a fuck about what other people might think of you. Like, do your fucking best. Do not try to guess what people are going to, how people are going to react to a certain thing that you do or situation before they even fucking have the chance to react. That is such a waste of energy. I can't even begin to explain it. And just do your fucking best. Be yourself and do your fucking best. And do not get angry when other people do that, because you are somehow making up a potential problem in your head that doesn't even fucking exist and probably wouldn't exist. People don't understand the fact that this isn't bullshit. Like, if you are just optimistic about things, I see it in my life every fucking day. If you are pessimistic about things, you are going to have bad things happen to you. if you are optimistic, you're going to have good things happen to you. I'm not saying like some sort of weird feng shui shit and like all this like good vibes and stuff like that. I'm just saying in general, like, I believe that. Like, I actually believe that if you're just optimistic about things, it doesn't even actually matter if good things happen to you, because even if like slightly shittier things happen to you, like you could trip and fall, and like you're going to be like, you know, oh, I'm not happy that you tripped and fall, but like a pessimist is going to be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, it's the end of the world. Like something as stupid as that. So all I'm saying is be authentic. That was all over the place, but be authentic. Professionally or personally, whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the fuck people care, what the fuck people think about you. Okay, all that matters is what you think about yourself. Do not make up fucking problems that aren't there. If something happens, do not fucking freak out. Do not think that the world is going to crumble because there's some sort of mistake or something like that. And more than anything, like, you know, just fucking be authentic. I mean, I can't really say anything else. It's something that I'm just truly passionate about, and that I cannot stand when there's fakeness and like not even fakeness, but like strategic misdirection, or like planned, I don't know, like I was going to say espionage, but that's not really the right word, but like, I don't know. It's just when anything's like calculated like that, and not just like, I'm not even saying like off the cuff, but just authentic, as there's no way else that I can put it. I know I'm saying a lot, but it's just so aggravating, really, seriously. That's what I'm trying to do with Fueled by Progress. That's what we're trying to do with AM and the PM. That's obviously what I'm trying to do with MJS. And in this case, the thing that sparked this conversation, that's what I do with Find It Tech. Because nobody likes somebody that like is trying to like, not necessarily weasel, but just like any sort of like calculated fucking like weirdness and like just and communication and all this other things. Like that all just plays into it. So yeah. That's all I got, because that's really aggravating. And the other thing that I could say that's sort of on topic, but nothing related here, is I put out an Instagram post about being consistent, and that is, let me actually go to it real quick. Let me go to it so I can actually just read it, because I think it was important. I think it was a tweet too, actually. So it's if you didn't see it, it's just be consistent. Consistency. Let me fucking show it on the screen. So it's this right here. Damn it. There we go. So just be consistent. Consistency in your actions will bring the appropriate results. Consistency in your thoughts, motives, and values will build unbreakable integrity. I'm going to put it in the fucking chat because it's that important, okay? Let me explain this to you, okay? Just be consistent, okay? Everybody knows what the definition of consistent is. Do the same shit, like not the same shit, but be the same. Be the same. That's what consistent means. The same. Like not varying, non-fluctuating, right? Not fickle. Consistency in your actions will bring the appropriate results. I tried to craft that specifically to the point where you can be consistent and negative and bad things can happen. But if that happens, that's because you're consistently being an asshole, or you're consistently doing stupid shit, right? But if you're consistently positive, you're going to be consistently good. You're going to trend upward. If you're consistently negative, you're going to trend downward. That's what I meant. So you should probably try to be positive, but this is general, because I meant it like that, and it's going to reign true. Consistency in your thoughts, motives, and values will build unbreakable integrity. Now, like, fucking phone is ringing. Like consistency in your thoughts, motives, and values. Okay. So what I mean by that in building unbreakable integrity, I think personally that integrity, I mean, this is more kind of one-sided, because if you're consistent in one way or the other, good, bad, whatever, then you're going to be like, you're going to create a persona and integrity about you that people will instantly know. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm literally trying to, like, daily show what I'm doing, show the things that I think about, the way that I think about things, the things that I'm accomplishing, the things that I'm building, that my struggles, everything like that. And then trying to just document that and put it all out there, because I want to be like, I want people to know my name, or know like MJS or whatever the fuck I'm building here, and like just be like, I know exactly what he stands for. I hope they like me, but if they don't, then fuck it, whatever. But I hope, like, I want them to know me before I even know them, and I want them to know what I'm about and the things that I care about, the things that I know, the things that I know how to do, the things that I'm passionate about, and the things that I stand for. And then hopefully those are all positive things in their mind, and then they will want to either work with me, invest. Like, I'm just naming random things, but like basically we can somehow build a relationship based off of that. There's not, like, think about it like this. When you go to if you go up to a random stranger, you have no idea who that is, what they're about, or anything like that. So like, it's kind of difficult to want to make a connection with them, right? And it's obviously in this case, it'd be the reverse for me. I'm not sure who these people would be, but I'd have to do a good enough job at reading people and vetting people and all that, but that's a side thing. The point is that I want to break that barrier down for people. I want to show people what I'm doing and the person that I am and the things that I stand for and how authentic and genuine I am and how the progress that I'm making and all this other stuff. And also tell them that one of my biggest and things that bring the most fulfillment and enjoyment is showing other people how to get to like the level that I'm at or whatever. That sounds ridiculous, but like what I'm saying is like the knowledge and stuff like that. So that is what I want to do. And that is the reason that I'm doing this shit. And that is the reason that consistency in your thoughts, motives, values will bring unbreakable integrity, because you just fucking do the shit and you do it positive. You do positive shit. You're going to be a positive person. You're going to have positive things happen in your life. And positivity is going to attract more positivity. Opportunities are going to attract more opportunities. And you're just going to go from there. Truly believe that. That's how I fucking live my life. And that is all I want to do for the rest of my life. So that's all I got. Fucking tired. Really good day. Annoyingness that ended the day towards the end there, like I said, with the little story, but it is always a learning experience, and I want to share that when I learn those things. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You tuning in. Should be back tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know. It'll depend. I got to work, and then I got to do the podcast, so we'll see. If not, though, within the next 1 or 2 days, absolutely. So as always, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.